Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles, welcome to Face Palm Sunday. And boy, do we have a special guest today. First things first, she runs the channel titled Christians Against Dinosaurs. This should be no surprise that there are many channels on YouTube: Christians Against Abortion, Christians Against Gays, Christians Against Evolution. So Christians Against Dinosaurs, the title of her channel doesn't really surprise me, and originally I thought this was a troll channel, but after giving some investigation, realizing and seeing older videos that she's made, I sincerely and genuinely don't believe that this woman is a troll. And in all honesty, I kinda wish that she was, for the sake of ignorance.
Hello. So I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about fossils that are found in the ground. And I guess I'll start a little bit about what the fossils actually are, and then go into a little bit about the composition and what they end up being when everything is said and done. So a fossil is not actually a piece of bone. A fossil is actually a bone that was once in the ground.
Whoa, stop right there. Okay, I am no geologist, I am terrible at geology, but the one thing I do know is that, yes, a fossil is a bone, and that you said that a fossil is not a bone. Then you say a fossil is a bone in the ground. You just said that. You just blatantly contradicted yourself with your sentence structure here by saying a fossil is not a bone, but a fossil is a bone that's in the ground. And then you say this, which does not make any sense.
That has been then filled with limestone, calcium, and other kind of stone-like deposits over the course of many, many years. And at the end of the day, it ends up looking like a bone, but it's not really a bone. It's really a rock that's out of rock.
Having been homeschooled myself in a Christian household, I wouldn't be surprised with this line of reasoning. So I'm assuming that she's homeschooled. However, this is not simply the case with the statements that you just made about rock and limestone. One of the things that happens is you have a bone that's in the ground, an animal dies, whatever it be, and then all these different layers of sediment go over that bone, the limestone, rock, the dirt, and it preserves that bone within the rock and the limestone. And when this happens, this is how we get such amazing DNA samples, and we get such amazing preserved bones of humans, of animals, is because they've been with the sediment, and it's protected the bone, the fossil, whatever you want to call it, for thousands and even millions of years. How you seem to think that if the bone is blended with limestone and different sediments, that automatically does not make it a bone, does not make any sense, because if it was not a bone, we wouldn't be able to extract DNA from these bone samples. And to refute your entire video in one sentence, although we're going to painfully get through the rest of it, do rocks have genes? Do rocks, a rock that you find in the ground, have genes? The answer is no. And by that logic, your entire video with that one sentence is refuted due to the fact that bones have genes in them, DNA.
So you have a rock this big, and you say, okay, inside this rock this big, there's a bunch of fossils. Here you go. And you hand the rock off to a paleontologist, and the paleontologist takes a little mallet and they chip away at it, and at some point they come out with something looking like a bone, and that's a fossil. So, here's the question that I pose.
Holy smokes, Christians actually pose questions. That's a first.
Now, the first fossil that was ever found was actually after they came up with the idea of a dinosaur. Right? That seems a little bit far-fetched, right? Why?
Yes, very, very, very far-fetched.
Why would the bone that was found, or the fossil that was found, actually be the exact same thing as what was originally hypothesized without any other evidence? It doesn't make any sense. So now I give to you. Here, you're my paleontologist. turn that into what it was before I ripped it apart. Here. You can have some spackle too. As much spackle as you want. Here, turn this into what it's supposed to be.
Well, I can say one thing about those materials that you put on the table. It was no fossil. It's probably what was in your brain.
Alright. Who knows what you're going to come up with, right? Now, here, take this same substance, this same spackle, and, by the way, it's supposed to be this little guy, Brachiosaurus, who's 40 meters tall. This is what he looks like. This is what the head was supposed to look like. This is a Brachiosaurus skull. Make me a Brachiosaurus skull. With that and as much spackle as you can use. Chances are, what are you going to come up with? If you want to keep your job, you come up with a Brachiosaurus skull. If you want to be truthful, you come up with whatever it was that I smashed apart to get this stuff. When millions of dollars are on the line, which one are you going to do?
When millions of dollars are on the line, which one are you going to do? Well, certainly not make this type of video on YouTube, much less make an untruthful statement about millions of dollars. You can go to professional anthropologists, you can go to paleontologists, you can go to geologists, and I guarantee you, they don't make very much money. If anything, I would assume, I don't know the statistics here, but paleontologists, archaeologists, these people don't make lots of money. They do their job because they love what they do. It's not about the money. It's about the discovery of finding new things, of digging through the dirt and finding old fossils, finding history, restoring that history to know what was once happening. If you honestly think paleontologists makes millions of dollars, you are severely mistaken.
My guess is you're going to go with the Brachiosaurus. That's where the money is. So, I hope this was insightful for what happens on a daily basis in the world of paleontology. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a professional paleontologist telling us that fossils are not bones. And that paleontology, the whole area of that scientific study, is done for millions of dollars. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles, thank you for watching this video. My name is Mr. Repsion, also known as Daniel Sulzbach. I'm going to be streaming around 6 through 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch tonight. Feel free to join me. I may be doing some Halo. And in other me-related news, I also have another link to my eBay store because I am selling a shit ton of animes on Blu-ray. I need to get rid of this stuff because I am moving soon and I need to sell things so I can make a more fluent, easy move with finances. So if you like animes and you like some of the animes that I like, you may find interest in buying some of my own animes that I have held on for a collection for quite some time. I'm selling most of my animes, not all of it, but most of it. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Daniel Sulzbach and happy Facepalm Sunday.